So I wasn't sure if to actually make this video or not, but decided why not. So that's kind of why we're halfway through the liquid mask stage. So far we've done two coats of liquid mask, and that's the particular stuff I use. Well, for those who don't know what liquid mask is, it comes in liquid form, as the name suggests. You layer it on, typically by brush, leave to dry in between coats, usually 3 or 4 is about enough. Cut round carefully the parts you want to spray, peel those off, spray, cut out any more if you're in a different colour and so on, peel all off, and it seems to work fairly well. The particular stuff I use recommends it's a 12-month shelf life, but I bought that bottle probably 3 years ago. It still seems to work. Put the third coat of liquid mask on here. And through the magic of editing, we'll speed this process up because it's a bit boring. So this has now had 4 coats in total of the liquid mask. I decided just to do a 4th one, just because there's no real harm in putting an extra one on there. So now I'm going to cut out the parts that I'm going to paint. Not 100% sure if I'm going to actually paint sort of the figures themselves, or just the external pieces. We'll kind of do that as we go along. Something I do, just get a pen, go around roughly where you're going to cut, it makes it a little bit easier. I also, instead of using a knife such as that, a little bit big, a little bit bulky for fine details, I just have these small blades. Tends to make it a little bit easier in all the nooks and crannies and such. So we'll get on with doing some marking out. just a note here as well, it's worth having a good look around and just double checking around all your edges, because you get little pieces that stick as you're painting it on. If just a little bit goes underneath, it can be a little bit difficult just to pull off in the initial when you initially pull the main part of the mask off. So what I do is just usually go around all the edges and just find little bits, because there isn't really much worse to happen in your paint job as you go over, spray it, and then realise there's something underneath. So it's always worth just going around, just finding little bits like that, pull them off, just make sure they're off, and then you're good to go. So we'll get painting soon. So that's now had 2 coats of white paint, which I think should be enough. It's not come out perfect, but it's alright. So we're now going to get the whole liquid mask off. Hopefully the stickers will stay on, and see how it looks. That's all cut out now, all the liquid mask off, and I think it looks reasonably. I think it's come out reasonably well. So the kind of thing I was aiming for, just to pep up the interior a little bit. I am going to go over it with some matte clear coat, just because I'm not 100% happy with the fact it's so shiny. That was always sort of the idea from the start anyway. Just missed a small piece there. It's always good to double check all the little nooks and crannies as you're going along, just to make sure you haven't missed anything. Things like on the back there, it will have a tendency to possibly stick. Yeah, so I think I'm pretty happy with the outcome so far. I think it looks better with some clear on, so it just takes that shine away. Won't make it look as toy-like, hopefully. So let's give it some clear. Well, you probably can't tell, but I've just given this 2 coats of clear matte lacquer, and it's just taken the shine off. You might not be able to really pick it up with the camera with the light shining overhead so closely, but I'm happy with the outcome anyway. It's come out how I wanted now. I had a bit of trouble finding a matte finish clear lacquer to use really well over the stickers. It hasn't reacted badly with the stickers. It's gone on nice with the paint. It's adhered well to the bare plastic. It's left a fairly even finish. I'm happy with that. Given the nature of what this is, it didn't need to come out super clean and perfect. It's only going to suspended. It's like getting covered in mud inside the cage, so it's not really going to be seen too much. So with that in mind, let's get inside the cage and see what it looks like. Well, this is the final product. It's done as far as the interior goes, at least. It's come out pretty well. Quite pleased with the results there. You have to just forgive that for the moment. That's in the process of possibly going black. I was just testing my paint pen there, and I wasn't too pleased with the results, and it didn't want to come off. So yeah, I think it looks okay. It's not quite on the car yet. You'll have to forgive that as well. That's just in the process of having a complete new rear axle housing put on. After snapping the stock AR60, and also managed to bend the axle itself quite good. So, and then we'll be back to bashing videos. If you have any questions, any comments, any constructive criticism, that's all welcome. Just leave it in the comments box. And yeah, thanks for watching.